We love Stardew.
It is
Hmm.
fantastic.
It's a great game.
And I think there's a, or go ahead, Paige.
Oh no, I was just gonna get Walty ready to go, but if you wanted to add on anything, go for it.
Well, I just wanted to like open the discussion. I think there's, do you guys feel like there's kind of, I don't know if burial is the word, but like, do you think that more casual games like Stardew or like Animal Crossing and stuff have been getting buried under the competitive scene of like video games these days? Or
No.
no? Okay.
No, I think those games are very successful when they set out to
Agreed.
do. I just think perhaps I don't know. I think my focus when I'm watching video game content, a lot of time it is competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I know I mean I see how the YouTube views for Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley videos. They're
Yeah,
they're doing fine. They're doing fine. It's not getting swept under the rug.
absolutely. I just remember
It's
there
it,
was a,
it's
oh, go ahead.
no. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I remember there was a time, and obviously this was when I was in high school in like 2011, and everybody was toxic and playing COD 4 and stuff like that. But it always seemed like if you weren't playing COD or Halo, like you weren't really a true gamer. It was like a big gatekeeping thing. I guess that's what I'm getting at. Is like, do you guys think that people gatekeep? And it sounds like they don't anymore, which is good. But I remember there used to be a
What you
time where you're
mean?
like,
Yeah, of like,
yeah, yeah,
Stardew Valley doesn't count as a serious game because it's like
No.
not as challenging or competitive. Yeah, I feel like thankfully a lot of that culture has broken through, and
hmm
I feel like if you're on a platform like Twitch, there's games like Call of Duty is always going to get more views than Stardew Valley, I feel
hmm
like, and I feel like it's just because it's a competitive game and there's these really high level competitive players that get thousands of views on them, and people pour a lot of money into that advertising, so you're
hmm
going to see like big numbers on that stuff. But honestly, I feel like things like sales for things like cozy games, especially the last couple of years of the pandemic, they've been like solid. I mean, Animal Crossing's numbers were crazy. Stardew
Yes.
Valley is a game that just like never stops making money because they just release it on another platform and we all buy
Yeah.
it a second time.
hmm
I have 2 copies. I don't
I
know how
own
many
3.
copies you
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have it
let's
on.
play the game. How many copies of Stardew Valley do you own? That's like part of our
I'll own
personality
20 if I
chart.
need to.
I have
Yeah,
one.
exactly. So that's so funny. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think that there's always going to be eyes on esports because there's a lot of money on it and they can do all the advertising. But cozy games, as far as viewership on Twitch and just people playing it at home, I think it's powerful
And I'm so
for
glad that
sure.
I'm glad that's the move though, because I didn't like it when it was toxic. And I think, not to make it about mechanics GG, but that's like a culture like CGZ, you guys are doing it too, but we want to purport like kind of a toxic free environment for all gamers, not just competitive. So like we want to reshape the competitive scene to where it's a lot less toxic. So it wasn't like has said in chat, those Xbox 360 lobbies were brutal. Xbox 360 lobbies were the
Hmm.
single greatest like character building experience of my teenage adolescent years. There's nothing like dropping into a lobby and like having your entire family lineage insulted. That gets you tough skin really quickly. But
Yeah.
now I'm glad that the industry is moving away from it, and cozy has like its own foothold, or like there's as much of a community for cozy games as there are for like competitive esports. So I think that's what I was trying to get a temp for, and it sounds like that's the direction that we're going in, which I love. So yeah.
Yeah, and the only thing I'll throw into that really is that I think esports is just like, I think when esports was becoming popular, it's kind of when like nerds were the ones that were playing video games all the time, and then jocks started playing, and that's when the whole like, oh, you play Animal Crossing, you're a loser or something. I think that's when that happens, when we started mixing all the groups together because video games became more, universal.
Mainstream.
Everyone,
Yeah.
mainstream. Everyone's
Homogenized.
playing it, and then you're just getting all these groups together, and jocks are picking on nerds, and then everyone's picking on each other, and it's just everyone's circled together.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But people I think, have grown up a lot, and I mean, I talked a lot of smack when I was a kid, so I don't do it now, and I can see exactly how that works. So
Yeah. I mean, there's a certain amount of competitiveness. Like when if you're playing like for, let's say you're playing in the LCS, like the League Championship Series for League of Legends, like there's a little bit of like saltiness and stuff that just comes for being a professional player. But like as a semi-pro or casual player, like you don't need to be like that because like you aren't getting paid to like deal with that sort of thing. So yeah, I don't know. But all that's to say, don't be salty. I don't want to give that as like,
yeah,
oh, A is for Drew said that you can be as salty as you want on the internet, like contradicting everything that what he's about now.